Hello guys, this is Otakuman. Now guys, it's an announcement I have to make. I'm going to do every Friday. I'm going to read some fanfic for you guys. I'm going to read the full fanfic, so don't worry. I don't also like to wait around for the fanfic, so I'm going to read the full one. So let's start it. The fanfic name is Mastermind. It has been created by Arnold Lands. I will leave the link in the description later. Now let's start with description. Deku was found half dead in the front of their dorm, with his blood spattered across their alliance yard. He was sent to the hospital, being in coma for a few months. Before the doctor said he possibly lost his memories once he waked, and he did awake with zero memories. In order to find the truth about something he originally planned, dug it by himself, but Momo Yaro was unexpectedly involved. Sorry for visiting us home with Auntie's car. Well, we are childhood friends and neighbors. Helping each other won't kill any of us. Sorry for troubling you, Katsuki. I heard my mom said. He set me on the ground. Don't sweat it, Auntie. Oh, don't leave just yet. I'm preparing some drink for us, she says, disappearing into the kitchen. Kachan sits on the couch turning the TV. Not that I mind it, but man, this one guy has been living in my house. I know when we were close back in kindergarten, not to say in the middle school even now. I was once rumored to be the psycho because I always bloom and I didn't really react when they bully me. When Kachan told me in front of his friends to do swine dive in front of the school, I really did almost. Oh, I was so foolish. How have you been doing? Fine, I guess. I didn't swine dive after all. Would you give me a full mark? I chuckled. Funny, Deku. Very funny, he responds instantly. Now I think about it. Are we in the same class in high school? Unfortunately, yes, she sighed. I know him typically. We stopped our conversation. Oh shit, sorry. Wait a second. Conversation. 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 We stopped our conversation as my mom once come back with a tray containing a cup of tea and some butter and biscuits. Now I am the one who is troubling you, Auntie. Kachan remarked. No, you don't. No, you don't. Have something before you leave, and also, she put a bag on the table near him. Give this to me. Sure, Auntie, he smiled. Since when you were this kind, I mumbled, holding myself from laughing out my own joke. You were so dead. He smiled at me creepily after my mom left us. I cleaned the coffee table after he left. Taking the tray into the kitchen, my mom suddenly appeared, taking the tray away from my gas before I could react, but I was a bit shocked. She put the tray in a sink, laid me up in the room, literally putting me in the bed. It was like it was only 4 in the evening. I let her do whatever she wanted, turning kissing my forehead. Afterwards, she turns the air conditioner on, leaving me alone in my room. I got up from the bed. My mom is sure acting that way, I sighed. I got up, finally finding my phone on the desk. I pick up, then the screen flashed bright, revealed my happy family picture. Oh, I forgot to tell that My mother is single since year ago. Say my mother is a single mother since year ago. I literally tap WhatsApp, checking if I get a notification. But last evening at the school that I missed, well, nothing informed actually. But there is a mysterious girl name with heart emoji after her name. I cringe at the above attribute checking my contacts. Urrak I found. The name sounds so familiar to me. My mom even mentioned her name in my hospital since she visited me frequently. I wonder if we actually have a thing. I feel something itching yet pains me in the. I change her name by removing uneasy love emojis. I have bad feeling about this thought. I check out my gallery, seeing a lot of pictures from back then, and I few weird folders that made. I didn't bother to check them. The door was knocked a few times before my mother popped her head behind the door. She flashes me a smile, and I turned my phone off. I walked down for dinner. Can you afford to go to school? You can stay home. You can stay at home, but I'm worried about failing your grades. I don't have to go to work, which means no one will watch you at home. I have to go to work, sorry. She says dinner apologetically. I don't mind, I tell her. Thanks, dear, my dear. Well, better go ahead to bed now. Kaski will come to pick you up tomorrow. Sorry. Really, I thought he sleep in the dorm. I don't think it's a bit troubling to him send me school. Miss Q was the one to suggest, and Katsuki is staying at home. You two will walk school together. Oh, also, we will stop in front of my room. I reasoned. You might need to go back to your dorm too. I'll be missing you. She hugs me tightly. Don't worry, my queen. I will call you or maybe send you some texts when I get in the time. I will visit you on the weekend. I promise, sir. Hooking our pinky together. Okay, good night, dear. She kisses me on the forehead, where I have to crouch to her lips. She ruffled my hair. I kiss her cheeks and got into my room few moments before slumber. The ringing sound beside my ear made me jolt up from my sleep. I looked at the time. It was 5 in the morning, way too early for school. What did I do every day? I was a bit surprised when my phone rang too. It's just a few seconds after I shut the alarm off. My body making way to phone, see Uraka's name as the dialer. I setting my phone off. I went down for a very amazingly hot shower before splashing myself with cold water from the blanket. I wrapped the towel around my waist. After I dried my body from the shivering, getting out from the bathroom, I greeted my mom, who was in the kitchen, getting up to my room to dress up in my school uniform. I found it hanging in the closet, along with few more trees, nicely patted, folded. Putting on the back of the trunk, followed by the Scrimentos pant and while shirt. I found weird that my necktie is short. I'll just keep you in my bag just in case they do surprise spot check. I take the grey jacket down along with my phone. Oh, sorry, I stopped for a moment. I take the grey jacket downstairs along with my phone and wallet and place them in the couch. I head into the kitchen and catch up with breakfast with my mom. She sent me off such a Kachan, who is waiting in the front of the room. He eyed me up and down. Bye, Mom. Be careful. By the way, I waved at her. I waved her. You too, boys. Be careful. She waved us and let life get inside. It was at least peaceful in the morning. It sounded birds chirping on the trees, a slow mind blowing my hair and traffic normal as always. I always noticed Kachan didn't have his bag too. Tell me, are you forced to do this? I asked, holding myself out after a gap. I mean, come on. He was standing 5 feet and 8 inch. But how? Why do I feel like I'm slightly taller than him? It's because of my shoes. Now that I pointed out, I'm wearing a normal black lunch shoes that found in a cabinet. Doesn't it make me taller? I figure. Stop it, dumbass. He suddenly snapped. I could actually see the steam coming out of his ear. Wait, did you hear me talking about my shoes? I heard it clear, dumbass. Talking about my height. I flinched at the threatening aura covering my mouth in advance. He sent me a glare. I stopped talking about this in the height, but I did ask him about which made him pull me by the collar and drag me to the school. We got into the yard, almost all eyes were on us. Kachan clicked his tongue and left me wondering, why didn't I follow him? I sighed. Midoriya-kun, I heard. I see a girl with black hair and her hairstyle a bit foreign from mine. For me to describe, I have to say she got elegant, her body is well shaped and she is thick. I flashed smile walking at her. Hi, my name's Momo. Yeah, Hiroshi, we were classmates since our freshman year, right? I was informed by the student that Bakugo-kun left you here. Yeah, something like that. I rubbed my nap awkwardly. Let's go. I will take you to our class. I thanked her and we walked each other into the huge school building, but I didn't dismay the short glance she gave me, even though I was a bit busy looking around. I was wondering if I am acting different from me in my past. Ne Momo-chan, I called her. She looked at me with calm before looking away a few seconds and faced me again surprised look. What did you call me? She asked me flustered. Momo-chan? Is it true that you don't remember? I rose and air was spectacle, but she had slid it away since I arrived at our school. She stepped in first. I followed her after I achieved safe distance. All of them, their eyes on me, being extra with their shock expression. I didn't mind. I just head over to the empty desk behind Kachan. I guess it used to. We didn't change our seat for years. Yes, straight, Kachan said, mocking me. Well, it's not useful to have a look at your spiky thrones, but before I see a board slur. I'm telling you to repeat that, dumbass, he said, curled in his hand around my neck, waving a fist, another red orb glaring at. Chill down, okay? I chuckled surrounded. Now look at now, all of us are in the classroom, yet it's not like I care about it. In the fact, I forget to wear my jacket to school. I only took my phone and the wallet, from which mean I left the jacket at my backpack. I sit after Kachan let go of me, taking a red head and with a spiky hair. His challenged skin, so I late approached by a tall guy with navy hair color. I smiled at him. Izuku, welcome back to the school. Your attendance today was unannounced to us. I hold my laughter. Is he a robot? Thanks. I extended my arm forward to shake our hands. I guess it might be the first chapter end, guys. So, guys, this is the chapter 2, Girlfriend. Izuku Midoriya's perspective. I get on talking to Ida, who is pulling the chair and sitting next to me. He told me about my character before I drink also. I can't believe that was me. I should be a new person while until Deku-kun. A high-pitched, bubbly voice filled the whole class area. I look at the door, see a girl with bob haircut standing. Ida excused himself when the talk to other student behind the class. I feel something pulling my lip up to I form a silly smirk. I look at the door. I quickly acted while Ida told me that bright side of me when she approached me. She literally cries and hugged me. I hesitated to wrap my arm around her, closing my arm as naturally. I calm her down. Once she pulled away, noticed dull hair, eye color guy at onto into our class. I can see the different aura from him. Ooh. I smirk at my own thought. Manage to cover my mouth before she sees me. She look at me in the eye. I look at her with serious expression. Her face got a bit redder. She walked away, sit next to her desk, way back into the class. I look away from her, turning at Ida, who smiled back at me. I got up at the seat, joining, talking about boy stuff. I get to know quite chubby guy in the class. Ojiro, a member of self-defense karate club, and Shoji, the captain of basketball team. They did point out a few odd things about me that one from back then didn't really mind it. They were really making my work easily. Is your girlfriend? Is your girlfriend? I look up Shoji, who is wearing a face mask. I didn't actually hear what name of my girlfriend. Really, I asked them. You have been dating for a year half after she conceived her feeling toward you. That I heard from Ariyama. Ojiro pointed at the person not far behind who's currently talking to a pink-haired girl. That rich boy, yeah, that's. Ojiro was interrupted by sudden knock on the door. All us get back into your seat. Our class stood. The teacher absolutely eye-poking dress. Get into our class. I got back seat behind Kachan, and behind me is a weird-looking short with purple hair next to me. Cool guy. Zero was when he told me to look him just now. I went to the introduction came later, come to the class. After hearing the bell suddenly condoled her class. We got homework for the subject to do the Thursday, which is tomorrow. Thanks, weird purple guy. I know her name as Midnight. I somehow got a feeling that me and him would be good friends. I thought pretty sure that nickname was not her real name. We got around 10 minutes. Kachan asked me if I need anything. I said I'm fine. He takes out a book from his seat and under the you don't finish your homework? Shut it. Ha ha ha, I laughed at him. It was late. I finally noticed two persons in the class. I had a hard time actually figure out who left the class. I decided not to anger Kachan more, so I wanted to talk to Ida in his seat sitting over a table. I asked him about a French homework, and he literally explained to me how to do it. After a moment, colored guy got back into his seat in the class, followed by Uraka. A few minutes later, I got off of our table. I wiping surfaced my sleep before I heard back to my seat. Once the bell rang again, Another teacher stepped in the another class. Being one thing, an English teacher has a loud voice. You know, guys, who I'm talking about. Despite his loudness, it's like I like the class very well. No, my homework for English other than classes went through smoothly. The bell rang. We thanked the teacher at once before heading at our lunch rush cafeteria. Some of the students would eye me weirdly. I hated the fact that I didn't have my necktie and coat. I may look like a delinquent. I walked there with Ida and Uraka. Oh, how have you been? A cook asked me behind the corner. I'm good, thanks for asking. I just imagine everyone is a human. He reminded me somewhere when I ended up choosing the first set. I really wanna try this. I saw Ida immediately and I went to Sir Trey beside sitting next to him. At the same time, we were later joined by a few more people. I had really time to control myself. The cute girl who sit in front of Ida in the class took the empty seat opposite next to flashing once and Uraka sit next to me. The dew-colored guy in front of Ida. That's right, that's all. Kachan and his troop eat at the table beside ours. Pointing that pink-haired girl would send a few shy glare at me. I responded by smiling at her eating my rice. We sent our tray away, having another half an hour to spare. I didn't have any plans that in mind. I kept talking to Ida, also following by Uraka for some reason. I feel a bit annoyed. Hagakure, I called out burnt with stunned the baby blue eye. She stopped at her track looking at me. I told Ida and Uraka that I'm going after her to discuss about the history part since we are paired by the teacher. So wanna come to my dorm? I asked. Izukun, I thought you have a basketball practice at 4, she said. I do? Well, I don't remember anything, thought. I chuckled, stretching my cheek at the index finger. But we will do it together. I will text you about it, she says. Oh, thanks, Toru-chan, I smiled. I left her stand on the hallway until I saw Jiro checking her out. I walked into a class annoying Kachan by teaming up with her best bro, Ejiro. I start talking to Mina with the purple guy only discover how genius he is despite his weird style. His brain is weird too. Another two classmates smoothly. I walk out of the class with some of my classmates getting to know them better to fresh my memories. We arrive at the 5-minute height allowance. Such a heroic name for our dormitory. Boys are on the left wing and of the each floor. Girls are on the same but at the right wing. Luckily, my dorm was the second floor between Ariyama and Minata. Ida is on the third, Kachan is on the fourth. Well, at least I know where they are headed if I can need help. Yo, Midori, I heard my knock at door. I kept myself quiet. Without further ado, revealed Shoji and Ijiro. Already in the sport where I invited them, letting them sit anywhere in the room. So I play basketball. What position? Likely, let's play you in the center all the time. But man, you 3-pointed shoot managers. Okay, I'm done, I said. I didn't forget my red sneaker under the cabin before going out. I closed my door, followed by the down gymnasium. Greeting, Captain. One of them schools following. I was amused. After a few warm-up sessions, I do basic training before teaming up short game. My team won against Ejiro's team, but I lost against Shoji. I didn't mind pointing out a few lax stuff with my teammates. It was hot. The fact that my shirts stick into my body. Ejiro placed a bottle of water, drink, passing into a few weeks. A round was ended. Practice cooling down session. We walked back to our room. I was greeted by flirty wave by Ariyama, which make both us bust. I'm heading out for food. You want anything? He asked. Well, usually you bought me katsudon, but I mean not pork, he said. I'll take that. Also, you can buy me some lemonade. Sure thing, sparkling. Minata. I was a bit surprised by sudden change of his tone. His voice went lower but loud. Just buy anything, we faintly heard him. Arima waved, then I got into my room, tucking my towel and entering the bathroom. I didn't spend long, I kept hearing my phone ringing. I got out of the towel, ring was picking up the call. I smiled as heard my queen voice from the other side. I apologized for not calling my mother sooner. Listening to her calm voice before when she speak up. After about a half an hour, she ended our call. She needed to sleep. I wished her good night, then hung up. I got into pajama, bottom and trunk, and ruffled my head with the towel to dry my hair. I combed my hair a bit. I got a call from Ariyama. Hey Midoriya, come downstairs to eat. I bought enough food for the whole dormitory and please wake Minata up. Okay, I hung up. I went downstairs, went to my mom, knocking on Minata's door. Take about 10 minutes before he opens. Sleeping. Eat. Let's eat, I told him. I walked downstairs with Minata on the toast to see Ariyama sitting in the whole table digging hall. I helped him up, having Minata eat first since man he looked tired as pale. I wondered he agreed to him. I eat my dinner next to Ariyama and Minata. I slowly joined by the whole dorm mate. We eat, then the girls take out the dishes and we served the living area. I didn't really join them in their talk since I kept my eye on my phone. Is your girlfriend? That what Shoji said to me in the class. I wonder who, but with clue I had to looking like Uraka, my girlfriend. I look around the meet in the pair dark eyes. She flashed a smile before staring up it. I think I fell in love on the second sight. I thought, seeing her out of my watch. Toru come up to me and we discussed the history digging room at around 10. We finally dismiss ourselves, go back to our dorms. I thank Ariyama for the food. I was there near couple barking to each other. Then when I came across with my mind, my girlfriend finally identified. My girlfriend is finally identified. Oh shit, I haven't put it. Guys, this is going to take a very, very long time. I don't know, guys, if this story is going to take a very, very long time. Let's just say it's going to take a good time. Next day. Izuku Midoriya's perspective. I wake up after the alarm, turning it. Oh, and chapter 3, class 3A. I wake up after the alarm, turning it before getting out of my bed. I wash my face, seeing still got some time. I do 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, 50 squats, and run 5 kilometers on my treadmill. I watch, checking my breath when I heard some knock in my door. Taking the tower, open door, see class vice representative. Is anything you need? I asked her. Just to inform that you are on the class cleaning duty today. You will be with Ashido-san and Kaminari-kun. Let's just make sure you go. We will get to the class early to clean up. Okay, thanks, Momo-chan. I smiled. She nodded, walked a visible red shade of her on her cheek. I closed the door, cooling myself a bit. Hitting the shower. I didn't spend much time in here. After shaving my face, I brushed my teeth and I cleaned my face. I walked out from the bathroom, drying my hair. Progress. I put my boxer tank top on, slip into my white bottom up shirt. I got into my pants, tucking my shirt into my pants before trying my red necktie. Luckily, I remember how she did it. I mumbled, tucking my bag out. I chose to wear my red shoes today. I didn't care what people would say about it. I walk up to class in the third floor. The third floor already seeing Denki sweeping the floor. Morning, I smile. Morning to you too. You can swipe the window. We have the left table again. Arguments to Ashido. Okay. In 10 minutes later, Ashido arrived, literally apologized being late, and I laugh how panicked she was when Denki teased her about letting her do all work alone next time. Our classmates started to fill their seat, and I went back in front row and talking with Shoji about basketball game tonight. Kirishima joined us to make Shoji remind us about practice this evening. When the first bell chimed, got our seat, wait for our hallroom teacher to step in. It was long until we see a tall man in a dark office shirt with a white tie, black suit, and tuxedo shoes. His hair is faded, burn and visible long scar in his eye. Is he okay? Okay, Heian, sorry. Okay, Heian. I was a bit surprised with his action. Then Minata tapped my shoulder, saying he has been our hallroom teacher for 3 years straight and always looked tired. I thanked him for raising my head, asking about my latest upcoming program before the period ends. I haven't got any information about that. I will discuss to the other teacher about informing you guys. Thank you, class. The bell ring. We got 10-minute break. I see how diligent Kachan's hand turned out. He didn't finish his homework. Wanna laugh? I wanna on the board saying we managed to complete it on time before Mr. Ishiyami got into our class. Today we put out our dark red dress shirt, little grey pants and yellow tie. His silver hair is tied up. He collected his book. Being in the class, he didn't give any homework. He's just hoping that we would be ready to be tested on the spot in the class later. We have PE next. We change into our dark blue PE when we walked to the huge group, but instead I went to Mr. Toshinori by the swimming pool behind the building. I don't remember where it is. A flash of memory appeared when me and Kacha and Todoroki was ready to react, but and the water on the other hand starting pulling stopped it when we see a devil with razor in his hand. I look at Kachan. PTF. I cover my mouth looking away from him. Got anything funny, Deku? He cracked his finger approaching me. I think I remember something about the black devil and stuck flashing water. He formed a latent smile. At least it would help you get back your memories. He ruffled head, making my hair messy. If I threw him in the punch, it was quick to run away. I sit in the Clement, Ida joined me and away talking. Our Mr. Toshinori appeared. He is buff, muscular, thick, and his strong charm. I can see why girls won't drool for him, but man, I can stop flexing. He can stop flexing his muscle. What is it, young Moduria? You heard me. Well, you did say he is buff, Ida chuckled. Muscularly thick, Ashido, charming Asu. You can see why he. Okay, enough. Drooling. Stop it, I covered my ear. I laughed and heard them laughing at me. Kirishima patting my head. Don't mind, fanboy. I look up, seeing Mama here laughing. I could feel my face burning. Got 90-degree. I apologize for my blondness. Mr. Toshinori gave us a small briefing about what we are going to do today. Well, we are going to swim but slightly do some yoga. I was dependent during the whole hour. We got back to our class after being drained under the sun the whole PE period, but still I don't remember that I'm flexible. I could do a split, y'all. You girls, hurry up. Kirishima gone knocking the door. Coming, Hagakure's voice charming from behind. She opens the door one by one. The girls on her say, my eyes met the pair of round brown eyes in black and the black onyxia. I look away from the boat, talking to Ida still in uniform. We quickly change into our uniform, keep my necktie under the desk. After we all, Ariyama, being the closest to the door, tells the girl that it's safe to get. He slides the door open. We all get into our seats willing to history teacher get to the class. After the class ended, Ida instructed us to hand the French exercise book so he could send it to our teacher. All of them gave the best cooperation by handing the book to him before heading out lunch. I had yakishima, I had yakishima bread and mineral water. Even enough Kachan's food asking me to eat katsudon. I told him I will, but not today. We will turn to face with a blonde girl, height about 5'3", standing by the side of the table. Yes, Misaka-chan. Uraraka smiled, knowing her. Midoriya-senpai, She calls me out. I could feel my cheek burning slightly. I got following her from the cafeteria to the middle hall. Misaka-chan, was it? Is there something helpful with us? She examined her jacket. Later she take out a thin or regular object, expanding nozzle look like a chocolate bar. To forward. She literally turns into a few shades of red. I heard you were distressed. I plan to give you something to wish you recovery, she said. I could actually heard some gas from the other direction. She got redder. I also heard about your condition, but you helped me in the past, she added. I guess I know we're going to, but why are these people watching us? Thanks, Misaka-chan, I smiled. She smiled back at me, looking at me with that eye. I don't care what they are going to say to me in the class later, but I can tell her. That's why I can tell her. Hi, girl, earning the gas. I whispered. Once we broke the hacker bit, actually ruffled my hair with her pat her head. She walks away with a smile, waving at me. We wait her and smile at her cuteness until she is out of my sight. And guys, if you're wondering what Misaka-chan look like, I'm going to show you Misaka-chan's picture. Okay, I see you the next week. That's all for today. He could condole the building the school hour ended for today. I was again reminded by Shoji about the practice. I promised I would show up walking with Minata to the Height Alliance. I heard footstep behind me. I turned out to be Uraka. She tugged my side. I noticed the annoying look from Minata. He actually stopped. "I'll see you tonight," he says. He looked up and down. He looked up and down at her before walking a couple, he muttered. I chuckled at him, earning a question mark with her. I told her that it was nothing. I wrapped around behind her waist. "Nite-kun, wanna come out today? I wanna buy something at the mall." "So sorry, Uraka-san. I got basketball practice today. I guess I won't make it. I'm really sorry." "It's okay," she tipped, kissing my cheek. We walked to the lobby, practice our way since Kaminari is a man of his word. I waved at her, and unbuttoning my shirt, I joined the boys. "So if I told," I whispered, some were grunting some feedback. "How about we lock him in the closet?" Minata asked. "Now he can just destroy and free himself." "Now people, if you wouldn't mind, Midori reject them. If Midori rejected them, you aren't going to have a chance," buddy, Kamini said to Minata obviously. "I don't care," he replied. I laughed at them, slowly bust too. We got into our room. I take a quit button. I went to the speaker meeting Ojiro and Kaminari. On Midori, I walked out the main building along with since I stayed back to the class to speak with Mr. Toshi. He needed my help to do some stuff in a food store. I walked about 5 minutes before getting into Alliance. Making my way up to my room, I sent some texts to my mom before changing into shorts and tee for the practice. I managed to catch up. Also, I wasn't on time. Being late was something. Oh, I just feel someone was behind me. Get on to the story. I sent text to my mom before changing into my short top and to practice. I managed to catch up. Also, I wasn't on the time, being an hour late. Shoji informed about friends match against Ketsuba Academy High School, where would come here tomorrow morning. Our coach was also asked the student for arrangement department handling the reception. All we have to do, we have a few strategies to defeat them, Shoji said, making a roar. "Well, I'm sure that Shindo guy would be able to hear. He was graduated. I mean, he can repeat a year if he failed, right? And we need to watch out for Shindo, their captain," Shoji said. Not funny, I sighed. "Well, settle down, leaving the count of our dorm homes." "Not at all. All of us live with a UA barrier, some of them having their own apartment in the town. Even living with them, why do I have to stay in dorm if my house are close? I walk up to my dorm with no one in the town to have a nice time for myself in the bathroom. I slept out later, fitting into my black shirt and grey hood. I went downstairs to cook dinner in supplies. Within an hour, I managed to prepare enough food with the help of Hagakura. We had dinner together. Well, messy like a dependable family. Like a very dependable family. We washed off the dishes and spent the area watching the basketball. "Kachan is coming too?" I asked. "Well, I'm not in the team. It doesn't mean that I can watch," he replied. Likely all of us without any good plan would be here. I heard Nakagami-san would have been a support too. Why didn't us compete in them? Ashiro winked at us. "That sounds good." Minata grinned, switching look with Kaminari. "Yeah." The element show a few thumbs up. Well done. Our short discuss is ready." "Yeah, it wasn't. Gets ready back up later." When I look at my arm The night is already 8. They would have likely arrived. I rushed into my bathroom. I quickly sped before anything, slipping into my green jersey shirt. I walked up in silence. Guys, this is it. Goodbye. Guys, I tried. I'm very sorry. I tried to do it the full chapter, the fucking full chapter. There are 70 chapter in this. Sorry, guys. So this is it. So meet me the next time. I'm going to read another fanfic. So yeah, goodbye.